I saw this. I think that's JD from was that Knicks Fan TV, if I'm not mistaken. Might be Dominican too. JD said Leon Rose waited until after the trade deadline to announce the OG Anunoby surgery, which had already happened. Maybe had the OG news come prior to Knicks, may have been forced to give up more in negotiations. Leon cooking. Leon Rose is definitely cooking. Gotta agree with that, JD. If they announce the OG surgery prior to the trade deadline, it is harder to. I would think the negotiations become a little bit different. That's funny. Great conspiracy. It goes in line with the Leon Rose and these guys self-inflicted gag order. I don't know if Leon Rose would talk to the media like that anyway, but great segue because I definitely want to watch some tape on OG Anunoby. And we're not gonna let this commercial play. But OG
Since
Anunoby,
trade,
we know we made it when my guy Ben Taylor. I like Ben Taylor, even he's a bit of a nerd, and he started his whole revolution of gravity, which already existed, but way before Steph Curry, way before Steph Curry was even thought of, and his pops was even thought of. There was gravity in the NBA. It's called attention. But this is his video on what's it called? Why OG Anunoby changes the Knicks.
trading for OG Anunoby, the Knicks are 12-2 with him in the lineup. They have the best defense in the league in that time with him on the floor, allowing just 100 points per possession in the 500 minutes that he's played. And let's look at why. Few defenders in the league can actually guard point guards all the way through centers, and OG is one of them. He's basically a defensive chameleon, adapting to whoever the opposing team's best scorer is and matching them. Jimmy Butler was hesitant to attack him in isolation when they matched up. Then later, the Heat wanted to get OG off of Butler by switch hunting, and that ended up in a turnover.
Oh, there goes your man, superstar Jimmy Butler, huh? Weren't we just talking about him? He's supposed to save the Heat from the Knicks and OG. He wants no parts of the OG.
This one's super impressive, starting the possession on Tyrese Maxey before switching onto the 7-foot, 280-pound Joel Embiid, and he's strong enough to hold him off and force a miss. So Anunoby's fast, so smaller, really quick guards can get by him, but for the most part, he is that strength where when players drive on him, he can just move them a little bit off their path and then recover and contest really well. And he has a 7'2" wingspan, which allows him to use his length to bother opponents in all kinds of situations. Here, he helps in the paint off the strong side, which most coaches don't recommend, but why not when you can recover and block the shot in the corner? Against the Magic, they stuck him on the enormous Paolo Banchero and watch him chase Banchero around, denying him from even catching the ball. And then he's also big and strong enough to bang with players like Karl Anthony Towns or Alperen Şengün in the post and take away that offense. He also uses that length to make plays in the middle of the floor, recovering really nicely to deflect this pass. And against the Raptors here, he's helping in a pick and roll action, sneaks up the floor a little bit, and then times this up perfectly. Those long arms do the rest, and it's another turnover. Similar play, again, has a good feel for plugging gaps and popping up where he's needed defensively. He's on Gary Trent in the corner here as the Raptors get into a pick and roll. The Knicks send two players to the ball, so someone's wide open, but Anunoby makes a great recovery off the corner and erases it at the basket. And this allows the Knicks to play, I think, his feel for.
He's like a safety in football. Like football, a lot of with basketball has to do with like is football with a line of scrimmage like a moving football game, right? And just the way he moves around like that is pretty amazing, man. Like OG Anunoby is just, you can see there. I don't want to get flagged. If I do, I'll just take it down on the live. But obviously Ben Taylor got a crazy following now, and just to see him acknowledge the Knicks and acknowledge OG, probably put that out right around when he went out. This is what we have to look forward to. And again, this is why I want in the off season. I think we should. Oh yeah, why not Phoenix Plazy? I don't know. Hopefully I don't. But thanks for the vote of confidence. I want Herbert Jones, man. Like I like Mikal Bridges, but I want a guy who can learn from him. Herbert Jones is the dude for me, man. Mikal Bridges is light, man. I get it. Brunson and them are they're brothers, college buddies, whatever the hell. But Herb Jones is my dude. That's the guy I want to learn from OG and become this stalwart. He's shooting 39% from 3 this year. I gotta look at his shot chart. Let me see his shot chart real quick. Herb Jones. 7-foot wingspan for Herb Jones. Mikal Bridges is 7'1" wingspan. See, it's Herb Jones. This is by season. Oh, we get to go? Okay. This is last year. So look, in the corner, he shot 33% and 33% on this side. A lot of his shots, 60% of his shots coming in the paint area, which makes sense. And he shot 35% from here in the wing, that area. In the corners, he shot 33% last season. So let's see this year, though. Boom. Okay. The corner, he's shooting 29%. Horrendous behavior. The league average is 39%. Jesus Christ, Herb Jones. Just when I was trying to big you up, and this is what you, Jesus Louises. But he is shooting 54% from this area, the right wing. Now, that's perfect because OG shoots from this area right here, where Herb Jones shoots 30% from 3. OG shoots 48%, if not 50%. Let's look up OG. And of course, everything changes with, look, this season, 48%, 48.5%. Boom. And he shoots 37 from that side, which is less than league average. So amazing. What? Would you give up 2-3 first-round draft picks for Herb Jones? Dime. Herb Jones is a better defender than OG. I'm not going that far, Plazy. OG is way better than I thought. And Herb is very young. And I know the last time I really watched him like that, it was hard for him to switch. But he covers a lot of ground. And he looks like he's bigger than 7 feet. I couldn't believe he was just, what is he, 6'8"? Yeah, Herb Jones is 6'8". So what's OG? 6'7". So they're both 6'8", 6'7". I like Mikal Bridges. Obviously, he brings something. That's what Dime said. OG is a much better defender. He didn't know that beforehand, though, Plazy. He didn't know OG was this good. Nobody did. Maybe you. I should have asked you before. That's who I should have gone to when we did the trade, man. How do you feel about RJ and IQ over there?